Do I need to make a connection or press a button to have it project on the wall?
No, I don't know. Why don't you ask, what's called her name up at the podium there?
Oh, Emma, okay.
Yeah.
Did you get one of these?
Oh, I did, thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Our opening hymn this morning will be number 101, Abide With Me. In your grade hymnal, it's hymn number 101. Please stand and join in singing. The first verse, Yvelyne will sing to us in French, and then please join in afterwards.
So one hymn that I remember my mom singing to me as a child in Haiti. And I thought it was a Haitian hymn. Until I came to the U.S., I said, oh my God, it's in English.
Yvelyne and Henry Yvelyne and Henry have been active members of First UU Church of New Orleans for 39 years. Yvelyne is a native of Haiti. Her family emigrated to Brooklyn when she was 6 years old. She strongly identifies as Haitian American and continues working with Haitians here and in Haiti. Henry is her husband of 42 years and has been her partner in various volunteer and self-help support projects, including the ones with Haitians that would be described in this service. They have two fine sons, Julian, born in 1987, and Jermaine, whom they adopted from a Haitian orphanage in 1996 when he was 4 years old. Welcome to the pulpit, Yvelyne and Henry. Please join me in reading our land acknowledgement. You can find it on the back of your order of service. We acknowledge and pay tribute to the original inhabitants of this land,
Good morning and thank you for joining us. This church is a place in our hearts and a way we live our lives. Wherever and however we gather, we bring and share the spirit of love and life. Let us invite that spirit to fill us now as we worship together. We mourn the loss of life and the human toll that violence in all forms inevitably brings. We seek to help all innocent victims who suffer greatly because of the cruel, greedy, and oppressive actions of others. We pray for families struggling with the reality of loss and displacement caused by violence. Surround them with resources for sustenance and stability. We embrace peace. Blessed are the peacemakers everywhere. Raise them up. May their numbers and effective power increase to make all societies caring and fair. In whatever ways we can, from near and far, let us offer our compassion, support, and needed services to bring comfort, healing, and hope to the most oppressive areas of our community, including Haiti and the rest of the world.
It is our custom to light a chalice, invoking hope and eternal truth to our worship. Please join us in singing the words of our chalice lighting. We light this flame. The words are printed in your order of service. Now, Yvelyne will bring us our time for all ages.
And this is indeed for all ages. I'm going to start by showing you this picture before I go to the PowerPoint and ask you, where do you think it was taken? In New Orleans, huh? That's what all the tourists come to see, are these beautiful ornamental iron gates, right? Actually, the first is from Haiti. It's from the northern part of Haiti called, actually southwest, Jacmel. That's where the Haitian Association has one of its clinics. And the other one is indeed a postcard of the French Quarter. So I was driving through Jacmel because I was volunteering with the association at that time. And I saw this and I said, stop, I gotta get a picture of this. So I went and I got this picture, and then I had this postcard, and I said, I cannot. Well, I should believe it, because what I'm going to tell you explains why one would think that this structure in Haiti, and by the way, the earthquake did do some damage to it, but it's still standing. Why one would think this is actually a New Orleans structure. So I have a little PowerPoint.
It's coming.
Oh, I don't know if you're going to see much of it. Let's see how
It's
much
coming.
of it
It's
is.
coming. It just takes a little bit.
It'll get darker eventually?
Even.
Eventually. Okay. Well, then why don't you do this one? Get on the light. You know, our mayor actually declared Cap Haitien, which is in the northern part of Haiti, a sister. Actually, Mayor Cantrell named Cap Haitien a twin city of New Orleans because so many of us here in New Orleans can trace our ancestry back to Haiti. So that's one of the very good connections. But going back in 1660, when Haiti was then called Saint-Domingue, and the island was called Saint-Domingue, it was actually known as the Pearl of the Antilles because at that time Napoleon controlled Haiti. And it made Haiti made Napoleon rich, the sugar, the coffee, was able to import all of that. But 1791, the slaves decided enough was enough. These slaves were imported from West Africa, and they landed in Haiti. And they said enough is enough. And even though Napoleon had a very powerful army with the shotguns and everything, and all the slaves had with the bayonets and the rocks, they were able to overthrow Napoleon's army. And I call that determination and faith. I mean, you can call it voodoo. We don't call it voodoo. We call it believing that our ancestors are there, and they're in back of us, and they're going to help us to win. It's that power of belief that we always tell our kids, you got to believe in yourself. That was a major element that made this happen. Toussaint Louverture was really the revolutionary who made it happen. And between 1791 and 1804 is when the revolution was, but it wasn't until 1804 that we officially declared that we were a free nation. So during that time, and this is where New Orleans come in, a lot of the Haitians who had the money fled and became refugees in New Orleans, in Savannah, you know, all those neighboring southern cities. But we actually doubled the population of New Orleans during that time. And the Haitians who came, and it's documented, came with better skills than those who were actually in New Orleans. We brought that wrought iron structure that you saw there. That's iron that came from Spain. They took it and they made all these beautiful ornamental, but they came with those skills. They came with the skills for sugarcane that Napoleon loved, and we actually built the first sugarcane actually here in New Orleans. So with these skills, what happened in New Orleans was this, we don't call it a melting pot because we can still see the influence, very distinct influences there. But you know how if you go to West Africa, you're going to see what we call here in New Orleans a shotgun house. It's not going to look the same. It's not going to look the same. What you're going to see is something like this. And you'll still find these little houses in Haiti. Very, very primitive. But they all have a nice little front porch, a door, and in the back, another door for that cross ventilation, right? And that's why we call them here here we call them a shotgun house. But that's imported from Haiti. You would never know it though, because this is what you're going to see here in New Orleans, ornamental. But if you take all that out, you're going to get the basic structure of the shotgun house that came from West Africa to Haiti to New Orleans. Thank you, Henry, keep doing it. Here's another one with all the ornamental. Other great connections, the food, the gumbo, the spices, that hot spice, the Creole language. By the way, when I first came here, I was living in Brooklyn a long time. When I came here, I wanted to hear the Creole here. Couldn't hear it here in New Orleans. We had to go outside, right? But when I hear it, it's not really like the Haitian Creole. It's more like a French patois. You know, it's more like a dialect of French than the Haitian Creole. Martinique, that Haitian Creole, that Creole I understood, that's very close to it. But the Mardi Gras, we have our Mardi Gras at the same time as you guys have. Or I should say, you guys have it at the same time we have it in Haiti, right? And going outside of New Orleans, Louisiana, the founder of Chicago was Saint Jean-Baptiste. And Henry just came from Chicago, what? 2 weeks ago. Can you tell us what you saw in Chicago?
They've changed the name of Lakeshore Drive, which is the main street all along the beautiful lake, into the Jean de Sable Parkway. And there's a bridge, there's monuments, there's a school, there are lots of things named after him.
Another Haitian influence is during the American Revolution, a lot of Haitians actually came and helped the U.S. in the struggle. And in Savannah, the British at the siege of Savannah, October 9, 750 of the Haitians came to help, so much so that Savannah recognizes that with this display here right in the center of one of the parks, where I wish we could see it. It says, well, it's a tribute to the Haitians who came to help with the revolution. One of the things I like to talk about, if you see the map of Haiti, Now, on the right there, it's Saint-Domingue. But if you take this map, right, and you do a reflection, this is the mathematics, I'm a math teacher. You reflect it this way, bam. Do you know what you're going to get? Close to the map of Louisiana. Think about it. I'm sorry I don't have a transparency, but I typically when I do it in my math class, I'll take the map of Haiti and I'll flip it 180 degrees, flip it, and then I'll show it lays pretty good on the map of Louisiana. Not exactly, but close enough. Another nice connection between us. Thank you.
Thank you for that. This is our sacred time of joys and sorrows. If you are online, you may write your joys and sorrows in the comments section to be read aloud. In person, you may write them on one of the cards being passed out by our readers. Please remain seated as we sing our hymn, number 1074, in the teal hymnal, Turn the World Around. That's hymn 1074.